Hi, I'm Annie.
I'm Sam.
And welcome to Large Plays.
A Christmassy large plays.
A Christmassy Large Plays. We're wearing our Christmas jumpers.
We've got some nice decorations.
Yeah. This is our top 5 gifts for board gamers.
Gift ideas.
Gift ideas. Yeah.
You may have seen a few of these around on the internet already. This one, I promise you, will be different. And it may not be as helpful as you may want it to be.
Nope.
But we feel this is important.
Very important. Yes.
To make sure you get your friend or family member the best gift that you can.
Yes.
That they're actually going to appreciate.
Yes. Yes, that they'll actually want.
So without further ado... Oh yeah, that's actually a point. We are actually starting with number 1.
Yes.
Because that's the most important one.
Yeah.
We want to hammer that home first, and then we'll start the countdown down to 2.
Yes.
I know, it's a bit weird.
We are weird.
But we wanted to get the big one out of the way first.
Yes.
So let's cut to it, shall we? Don't. Just don't.
Just don't.
If you're here and you're watching this video for some genuine good ideas for your friend or family member who you know loves board games, but you'd have no idea about what they like,
yeah,
or anything about like the board gaming hobby, just don't.
Don't.
Like, turn this video off now and think of something else to give them. Give them a box of chocolates, or some money, or a generic gift like a laughing snowman or something. I don't know.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah. Because, okay, and this is where I'm gonna start the video off nice and controversial. If you don't know board games as a hobby, then to you can prove me wrong on this. Like, please, like, get in the comments and tell me how wrong I am about making these gross assumptions about people. But if you're not into board gaming as a hobby, to you, board games is just something everyone does at the holidays.
Yeah.
Everyone has a Monopoly. Everyone has Uno. We've all dabbled in a bit of Battleship. But for your board gaming friend, this is their life. This is a key part of their personality and who they are.
Yeah.
They know what they like. They know what they don't like. And chances that they like the game that you're looking at in the average toy shop, like Gooey Louie, they're not going to like it.
Oh.
Yeah. Buckaroo, probably not going to like it. Scrabble, okay, actually, they might like Scrabble.
I like Scrabble.
But they've probably already got their own version if they like it.
True. Frustration.
Yeah, and if you start looking at the more specialty board games, like hobby board games like these, you might get lucky. You might just pick one off the shelf and be like, oh, that one looks nice. I think my friend or family member will like this. And they might. But there are thousands upon thousands of these board games released every year.
Yeah.
So the chances that you're going to find the exact board game that your friend or family member wants is extremely slim.
And doesn't already have.
Yeah. Because chances are, by this point, they already know what they like and dislike in games. Yeah, sure, you could go out and spend £100 on Gloomhaven because it's the biggest box and it's fairly highly rated on BGG. But if they're a non-thematic Eurogamer, Gloomhaven's not going to do much for them.
So you just wasted your money.
You've wasted their shelf space.
Yeah.
I know this sounds like it's a bit like ungrateful, but I'm generally trying to get the point across here that the way a casual person might view board games is not how a board gamer views board games.
Yeah.
To them, it's not just a once a year around the Christmas holidays family game of Monopoly. To them, it's hundreds of these games that you probably haven't even heard of. Yeah, that sounds really hipster now, doesn't it?
Yeah, or like the gaming is alive so much that like they play a game like 3/4 of the year.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say every day because some people can't, but
there are a lot of board gamers which are just collectors and don't play their games as much, or at least not as much as they like. But there are also a lot of board gamers out there who do play board games every single week with their friends.
yeah.
If you are not one of those friends, you probably don't know what board games they like. So why waste your money and potentially a better idea for a gift, getting them something they're not going to like?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I know this sounds like really ungrateful and stuff, but I've had my fair share of terrible gifts from friends and family members who thought they knew what I liked.
Yeah.
Like that time, I'm a musician, I'm a guitarist. And there was that one time where I got gifted a shirt with the picture of an acoustic guitar on. I play metal. What was I going to do with a shirt with an acoustic guitar on it? I appreciated the gesture. I appreciated the thought that went into it. They at least considered what I liked. But I've never worn it.
It's just buried in the wardrobe somewhere.
I'm not even sure if it's in the wardrobe anymore.
I don't know. Actually.
If you want to get your board gaming friends something they're actually going to absolutely love, and you don't know them well enough to know what board games they actually like, don't look at board games. It's too much of a minefield. The chances you'll get them something they like is just too small.
Yeah, no, definitely. Because the chances are that if it's something they've wanted for a while, they'll just save up and get it themselves.
Yeah, which is, this is the curse of being an adult during Christmas is most things you just get yourself, or they're so ridiculously expensive no one else is going to get it for you anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
I know that's not a very helpful number one, but
it's an important number.
This is why it's at the beginning of the video. We want to hammer this home. Actually, if you don't know your board gamer friend well enough to get them something specific that they'll like, just don't even look at board games. Just get them something generic. They'll probably appreciate a box of chocolates more. Honestly, if I'm being brutally honest, they will probably appreciate a box of chocolates more. Because I know I've seen my fair share of gift ideas for board gamers, and I've gone through the list and I've gone, I would not appreciate any of those. Nope. I actively would not want any of those. It's just a waste of their money and a waste of my space in a limited environment.
Yeah, because you can't, like with the board games and stuff that people suggest to get for your friends and loved ones and stuff. It might be that particular YouTuber's taste, but they don't know your friend. There's a lot of games in the top 10 on BGG that actually I'm not interested in. So just because they're the top 10, it doesn't mean your friend's going to like them.
Just because a game is rated highly and is very good does not mean it's good for them.
Yeah, exactly.
Everyone has their own tastes. And I don't think that's more applicable than it is in board games.
Yeah, no, definitely.
I love games that a lot of people consider terrible. And I really don't like a lot of games that a lot of people consider the best of the best. Exactly. Because I have my own tastes and I know what I like.
You have your own mechanics that you like in games. Some games in the top 10 have mechanics that are really not for me. So the theme could be the best in the world, but if I'm not going to enjoy the mechanics and stuff, then I'm not going to want to play it.
So with that in mind, do you really want to take that risk? Like, ask yourself, genuinely, do you want to take that risk?
Do you feel lucky?
If you don't know them well enough to know exactly what their tastes are and what games they're going to like, do you want to take the risk that you get them something that they're going to really not get on with?
Yeah.
So that was our number one. Just don't. Like, I know that's a hard truth, but no one else seems to be saying it. Just don't. Look at something else. Look at one of their other interests that you know better, or get them something generic. I don't know, get them some deodorant or something. Socks.
The thing with deodorant is, people get you too much deodorant, you start to think you smell.
Well, if you're a board gamer, you probably do.
What? Oh my gosh, I can't believe you just said that.
Anyway, that was our number one. We're now going to go back to a regular countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Yeah, so if you're still here, you are so contrary.
That is true. If you don't like what we have said, we do actually have 4 more suggestions that you might want to listen to. If you are absolutely dead set on getting your board gamer friend a board game related gift, here are some suggestions, more serious suggestions we do have. although slightly tongue-in-cheek.
At number 5, we have expansions for games they already own.
Yeah.
Yes. Being very careful that they haven't already got the expansion you're thinking of getting them. Because there are certain games which it is hailed that certain expansions actually just kind of like make the game better as a whole, so they might already have that expansion. But yeah, expansions.
And then there's also expansions which are not that good because they just bloat the game more. And
yeah, exactly.
maybe there's a specific reason they haven't got it yet.
Yeah, exactly. Or yeah, so expansions for games they've already got is good. I mean, for us, we've got Art Nova, but we haven't got the Marine Worlds expansion yet. Also, with regards to games they've got in expansions, just try and earwig and see if they say anything about, try and get in there and actually be mindful of.
I would say this is at our number 5 because it does require the most insider knowledge.
Yes. It requires the most insider knowledge, the most thought, the most kind of like conscientious listening, just to like try and, but without being so blatant that it's what you might be thinking of getting them.
I would say that this is a suggestion if you are part of their game group and you already play games with them.
So you know.
Yeah. At which point, you're probably not watching this video anyway because you already know what you're getting them.
Anyway, so yeah.
But I mean, if you're not part of the game group but you still think this is a great idea, you will have to try and pinpoint exactly what games they like, what expansions they don't have for it, and what expansions they actually want for it, which is going to require a bit of finesse to try and figure out. Ultimately, you know your friend or family member better than we do, so we can't suggest specifics.
But there are some card games like LCGs, like living card games, that actually have so many packs and so many expansions, so many investigators that the chances are they might not have them all. But it is so vast that it's hard to know which ones they will already.
Yeah. Whereas like with like card games, like trading card games, you can always just get some booster packs or something.
Yeah.
If you know they like that.
Yeah, I mean, for instance, if your friend is really into, and it's not specifically a board game, but if your friend is really into Pokemon or, Magic, you can get boosters and stuff, that, you never know what you're going to get. So, yeah, it's just...
Because it's all completely random.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So just listen out for what they don't have. And but yeah, that's the most specific one. The one that requires a lot more...
The most inner knowledge.
Yes. My voice is going.
And number 4 is something that requires slightly less inner knowledge, but you do still have to know what games they like.
Yeah.
And that's just generally upgrades or inserts for the games they already have. So actually, it should be fairly easy. You just look at their shelf and you see what games they've already got, and you go, aha, right, well... And you take yourself off to Etsy and see what's available. I mean, at this point, it might be a bit too close to Christmas to order anything off Etsy that will arrive in time. But you can also get official upgrades. Like if they enjoy Scythe, you can get some metal coins.
Metal coins are beautiful.
And I'm not sure you can have too many metal coins. So if they've already got the metal coins,
not inside, and you can use them for expeditions as well.
You can use them for expeditions as well.
Expeditions. So yeah, I mean,
because we need more metal coins for expeditions.
Really do. I mean, the only thing with, as Sam said, with Etsy is it's a bit too close to Christmas probably because it's like they're pretty much personalized and stuff. But I am also a very big believer in shopping small businesses.
Yeah.
So if it isn't, if it's for a birthday gift or whatever, then I'm a big champion of Etsy because I'm for supporting small businesses and not the corporate manufacturers and stuff.
Basically, you can get and almost anything in the board game can be upgraded. You could buy them playmats, which are like fabric-y versions of the boards. You can get like plastic upgrades for cardboard or wooden tokens. You can get sticker sheets where you put stickers on the wooden pieces
to make them
improve them, which I did with Dune Imperium.
Yeah,
those will probably arrive in time. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
You can get like just the weirdest upgrades. Like another one for Dune is instead of spice, you can get like these little like glass jars full of sand. Yeah. and they act as like the spice resource
Why
instead
do
of.
we not have them?
Where are we going to put them?
I don't know. They just sound awesome. Okay, that's my Christmas gift sorted.
Yeah, if you see they've got June Imperium on the shelf, buy them some June Imperium upgrades. Or there's a whole wide world of inserts out there. You can get wooden inserts, you can get foam inserts, you can get plastic inserts. And I can't speak for everyone because I know there are people that don't like inserts, but I find generally a lot of board gamers appreciate a really good insert that makes organisation easier and setup easier.
Yeah, definitely.
Because often that's one of the biggest barriers to getting their games to the table is just
how long it takes.
Yeah.
How fiddly everything is to find.
Yeah. For personal recommendations, Folded Space is my favourite.
Folded Space is awesome.
And they offer for a wide range, and they're tailor-made for the specific games as well. So again, look on their shelf, see what games they have, buy them a Folded Space insert for one.
Yeah.
Not a terrible idea.
No, Folded Space are like really good with the inserts and everything. Yeah, they're almost perfect.
Yeah, we've got quite a few of them.
Yep, yes we have. At number 3, we have merchandise. Yes, so whether that is mugs with about board games, magnets,
coasters,
posters,
posters,
coasters and posters,
coasters and posters and coasters and posters and coasters and posters and artwork.
Artwork.
Yeah.
Yes, artwork.
Like, for example, with Everdell, you can get these gorgeous bits of artwork to put on the wall. Absolutely gorgeous.
Yes.
So if they've got Everdell on the shelf, they might appreciate that.
I would appreciate that.
Especially seeing as I think one of the biggest hooks for Everdell is the artwork.
Oh my gosh, it so is. It is so good. The artwork is absolutely amazing. Also, if they are, I mean, not all board gamers are, but with, I know certainly for me, I am really into kind of like plushies and teddies and stuff. You can get some really cute Everdell teddies and Root plushies.
Yeah.
So, you know, even just for the, you know, person in your life who really loves kind of like their plushies and teddies and stuff like that.
I would also like to put in that it doesn't have to be board game related specifically.
No.
Like, if you're noticing some kind of pattern in the games that they have on their shelf, you could maybe get them something related to something that's on their shelf without being official. Like, for example, just because it's on screen now, Ankh, about Egyptian gods. If you got me something to do with ancient Egypt, I would probably appreciate that, I'll be honest.
Because it means you're taking the time to actually look at what themes they enjoy in their games and, you know, put that into other aspects of their life and stuff, you know? So
can get a bit sticky if you're not looking at official stuff, because maybe they're in it for the game and not for the theme. But, I mean, it's not a terrible place to start.
Yeah. And also, like, I know quite a few board gamers who are really into pin badges. And you can get some really nice, like, Ivy Studios, when we went to UKGE, they had some, like, pin badges and everything. And
Cardboard Alchemy do pins as
yeah,
well.
exactly. And it's just like, so just the little things like that shown that you've actually taken time out to think about what kind of themes they like in their everyday lives and, you know, in their board games. I mean, there is so much merch out there. I might say stay clear of clothing though.
Maybe.
Because with the t-shirt thing you said, you know, sometimes the print might not be the best depending on where it's coming from. So sometimes with clothing, the actual licensed merchandise with the clothing is the better quality.
Yeah, it would have to be official stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the thing with these last 3 is you do have to know specifically. You have to have specifics in mind anyway. Like, don't go around buying like Catan t-shirts or whatever, because maybe they really hate Catan. Thinking of myself there, I would not appreciate a t-shirt plastered in Catan because I don't like Catan.
Yeah, exactly. So, you know, actually don't just think, oh, I know that's a board game, it's board game merchandise, I'll just get them that and stuff, because I wouldn't appreciate anything Catan. If you got me an Everdell t-shirt or Mythic Mischief or Keep the Heroes Out, or, you know, any of my favourite games, or Art Nova, I would appreciate that way more than just a generic Catan t-shirt with just Catan on it, because I'm not ungrateful, but it'll be almost like you kind of like just sent off for it like for £2.50 in the post, you know, like you used to be able to do in newspapers and magazines. Don't even still do that anymore.
I don't think so.
No.
Do newspapers still exist?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, I know.
But
I know.
It's just
who reads them though? Old people mostly.
that's oldest,
Yeah,
ageist.
I've said some controversial things in this
You have
video. I
said
may as
some-
well keep diving.
Just keep diving down to the Marianas Trench.
But anyway, those were 3 super specific ones that you have to have a specific idea of what they already like to be able to get the best present out of, which is going to drift us nicely into number 2, which is
Gift vouchers or gift cards for their local gaming store.
or an online board
Or
game
an online
store.
board game store.
Like if you're UK based, Zartu, Chaos Cards, Magic Madhouse, they're all good. If you're US based, maybe like Miniature Market or Geek and Sun. I don't think Cool Stuff Inc. does it anymore.
No, I don't think they do.
If you're like European or Australian, sorry, I don't know. But they should be fairly easy to find, and they should all offer like gift cards or vouchers that you can print off and give to them. And then you ensure that they get exactly what they want out of it.
Yeah.
Even if it's, you know, like a tenner just to discount off their next purchase, I think that would be greatly appreciated.
Yeah, because, I mean, we know how expensive board games can be and everything can be. So £10 off can be quite significant. Yeah, so, and that way, you're still giving them, you still thought about something they might like in the fact that you're giving them a voucher or gift card to their, like, you know, their favourite, like, board game store. But it kind of takes out that worry that you're going to get something that they're not going to like, because they can choose exactly what they want. Yeah. So it's the best of both worlds.
Yeah. I would say if you are still, after number 1 at the beginning of this video, if you're still determined to get them something board game related, I know this feels like a cop-out, but it is the best option.
Yeah, definitely.
Hands down the best option, because they can get exactly what they want without you having to be coy and guess or go through the minefield that is board games. Yeah. You ensure that you have contributed to exactly what they want.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't have to guess what their tastes are. You don't have to preempt what they already have. You don't have to snoop around what's on their shelves. So I know it does seem like a bit of a cop-out, but I know, for me at least, I would appreciate a gift card or voucher for like Zartu or Chaos Cards way more than a Catan t-shirt.
Definitely. Definitely. Yeah, so
you could say this is our real number 1.
Yeah.
But
if you're still here.
Yeah, if you're still here.
Determined.
If you're still determined that you have to get something board game related for your board gaming friend or family member, get them a voucher. Yeah. It's a cop-out, but it is, honestly, probably the most appreciated. Unless you know specifically what they want already, in which case you wouldn't be watching this video.
Yeah. So, like, if they've already given you, you know, if it's a family member who you're close to and they've already given you a list or whatever, just stick to the list.
Stick to the list.
Do not go off list.
We're just like 2 random Brits in our own home. Like, we don't know who your family member or friend is or what they like. You know that better than we can ever do.
Exactly. But this video is just if you were stuck for ideas, and if you're still here, then if
you're stuck for ideas and you're determined, like you're stubborn to the point that it has to be.
Yeah, or
I hope we have at least helped a little bit.
Or we've said don't, and you're like, you can't tell me what to do. I'm staying to the rest of the video.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And here's a cat just to close it out.
He's a kitty cat.
So that was our 5 gift ideas.
Yeah.
Technically 4 gift ideas plus a word of very strong warning.
Yes, a word of very strong warning.
Yeah, we've been Large Plays.
Have a good Christmas.
I hope this was a little bit helpful.
Yeah, a little bit helpful. Not too much though. Don't want to give them what they want.
We're here to stir the pot.
We're here to. Well, I do love Septima.
I don't know. Yeah,
it's a good game. It's a good game.
Anyway, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Happy New Year. Happy holidays, I guess, for all the non-Christians watching.
Yeah. Thanks for watching.